This conference will now be recorded.
So a very quick recap what we did in the last class in LWC. In the last class in LWC, we have seen the basics. We have seen what does the LWC bundle consist of. It consists of, right, template, the module, the JS file, right, JS meta, as well as style. We have seen that how to go ahead and declare a variable and use those variable for creating, right, a simple program. As a part of this, if you remember that in the last class, we went ahead and we did a calculations of greater of 3 number, right? How to use calculation and how to go ahead and use, right, a simple LWC to go ahead and write. Now today, we will see further in LWC. Last class, if you observe, we have taken primitive data type, single data. Today we will see how to handle array, how to handle an array, right? Array means more than one. How to handle array? We call them as list or set, collection data type. Same thing we are going to see today, right? Now, as I told you, LWC is completely, very less on notes. It'll be completely high or full of programming. So let's go ahead and do, right? So I say Control Shift P, create a new Lightning Web component. What is the name? LWC underscore 1302 underscore EG1 underscore loop and array. I'll show you both in a single example, loop and array. Press enter, press enter. Now one LWC component is got created, right? What happened? Create failed to run. Why? Name must contain alphanumeric character. Okay, that's good. So create a new Lightning Web component, LWC underscore 1302 underscore EG1 underscore, right, loop and array. Loop and array. Press enter. Right. System just created an LWC component. Right. I go to my JS Java. You know that we write the program here. This is the place we write the program. Right. Now, suppose I'm declaring a variable. How do you declare a variable? Directly. That's it. You don't say var, you don't say int, you don't say anything. You don't declare a variable. You don't declare a data type. Directly you declare a variable. Equals to. Now I am declaring an array. Right. I will say Hyderabad, Chennai. Right. I will say, right, BLR, Mumbai, NDLS. Now, how can I display this data in my screen is a question. Control S. I come to my designing template, right? Guys, everybody can hear me? Is it clear? Yes? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Lightning card. Title equals to loop and array with for each. The first way of is doing with for each. Loop and array with for each. Loop and array with for each. This is the first way of doing it. Keep watching. Right here, how to write a loop. You know what is a loop? It keeps on running till a condition is satisfied. For loop, do while loop, while loop, we have learnt in our class in the loop, right? So now I'm saying what? Template. Template. Don't worry, error is there, it will go away. Template, right? You will say for each, here it is. For each. For each what? Where is the source of the data? Source of the data is here in the program, cities. If you remember, last class, I already told you whether it's a function or it's a variable. Whether it's a function or it's a variable, we declare it like this with a curly bracket. For each from this source. Now, one by one item you have to pull. For that, you have to write for item. For each for item equals to A over. It is equal to something called var A, right? In your Visualforce command, if you remember that, you used to say var A, then you used to say A dot. Same thing. Template for each, it's cities. Where is the city? City is here in the Java. In the JS file, city equals to Hyderabad, Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, New Delhi. That's the city. Then the system will run in a loop. One by one value in this list or in this array will be called as A. Is called as A. Is called as A. Now, if you write A directly, see what happens. A. A if I write directly. Control S, Control Shift P, authorize an org. It's a production org. Enter. Let us go and deploy and see what is the output we get. There we go. My authorization is coming in. Name Rupam @lt104.com. Password CRM1234#. I press enter. Perfect. Looks like my authorization has gone through. I can close it once I see it's ran successfully. Now, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Meantime, let me copy the name. I will say rename, copy my program. Meantime, the deployment happens. Let me go to login.salesforce.com. Right. Rupam @lt104.com. Password CRM1234#. Right. I click on setup. Click on developer console. Meantime, let me check. The deployment ran successfully. Perfect. I come here. I change it to the one which I created today. Control S. Click on preview. Let me see how the Lightning Web Component looks. See how I'm getting? I'm getting the same. Hyderabad, the next data Chennai, next data Bangalore, next data Mumbai, next data this. Now I want one by one. We want one by one. We want one by one. To do this, right? To do this, what will you do? We will use a paragraph tag. Everyone knows paragraph. I will put this in the paragraph A. I will put this inside in the paragraph A, right? The problem is that when you put inside the paragraph, right? Okay, let me remove this, right? Right? When you put inside the paragraph, right? What happens? System is giving error because now how many are there? In the A, there are 5 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values are there. You can't put it like this. In the paragraph, you have to give a key. Key equals to, we have to define a key. Give A as a key, same as a key. Error gone. Paragraph key equals to A, value is also A. Key is A, value is A. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this as source org. How to go ahead and use an array in LWC. How to go ahead and use an array in LWC. That's what I'm showing you. Right? Last class you have seen how to use primitive data type, single data. You have seen single data. Now I'm showing you how to handle more than one data. Ran successfully. Now you see. See, one by one I'm getting. One by one. If I go ahead and if I write A, then I will get it what? I'm just writing, right? A will give in line, in single line, will give data in single line, will give data one by one in multiple lines. That is the difference, guys. That is the difference. And between these two, again, I'll give a paragraph tag. P. Okay. It's giving issue because inside this, if I want to use P, right? Now you go Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. Guys, able to understand? Yes or no?
Rupam, I have a small question.
Kill me. Go ahead.
All right. Can you explain the mechanism in writing the keyword inside P? So how does it work exactly?
What does the P stand for? First thing.
Paragraph.
Paragraph. That means in each paragraph, I want to show A. That is the reason at each, right? Each paragraph or each line. Let's see. Right. First data.
I mean, is there any mechanism behind it, or do we need to just memorize that?
Just remember it. There's no mechanism.
Okay.
Whenever you want to run a loop, you have to use template for each. Every template for each will have for item, right? I'll do it second time. You'll be able to understand. Don't worry.
And one more question, Upam.
Tell me. Yes.
So we have aura iteration, right, in Lightning
We're
aura
coming
template.
there. I'm coming there.
Okay.
That's the next.
So is it same like using template for
Same,
each? Okay.
same. The next one, I'm separating this so that the next one, right? Same loop can be done with something called as iteration, right? In Lightning, you have aura iteration. Here you have template iteration. Second way, right? LIGHT and IG Lightning cart, right? Title equals to loop and array with iteration, Second way of doing it. By the way, let me remove this because this is creating a confusion. So Control S, right? So let's same answer we can get with something called as template iterator. Here it is called template. Inside the template, we will use iterator. ITERATOR, iterator. What is iterator? Iterator item. Iterator item equals to what? Where is the source of data? Same thing. My source of data is cities. In the cities, I have multiple data. So you put it. Anything inside this template will run in loop now, till the time the complete data is ran out in the city. In the variable that you declared, the complete data ran out. It runs out of the complete data till the time this template will keep on running in a loop. So there are 5 data in the cities. This template will run itself 5 times. Right? Now, right? Here, we don't have for, right? The item itself, you can see that is cities now. Here, for item is A, but here, item itself is cities. Item itself is city. Right? Then how will you handle it? One by one, keep watching. Here also paragraph. The way there also we had a paragraph here. Here also paragraph P. Whenever you're using a P requires a key. P requires a key. Key. There also P requires a key. Key equals to. There we said A. Now we don't have A. You will say item dot value. You will say item dot value. Key is item dot value, and this is the key, and the value is also item dot value. Item dot value. Item dot value. Over. Simple word. If I remove it, the text, compare both. There are 2 ways of doing. There are 2 ways of doing. There are 2 ways of doing loop or running a loop. First is this, second is this. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this to the source org. You can use any one of them. You can use any one of them. You can use any one of them. Either you can go by template iterator or you can go by template for each. Template for each for item, template for each for item. Here, template iterator item. This is how we do in LWC. See why LWC is a separate course? Complete different program. There is nothing called Aura iterator here. Template iterator. Both will give you the same result. Loop and array with for each, loop and array with iteration. No change in the values. Able to understand? Yes or no? Able to understand? Yes or no?
Sir.
Everyone
Yes,
able
sir.
to understand? How can, whenever you have more than one data like this, how to use it? Loop and array, right? Perfect. Shall we do one more example? Right? Shall we do one more example? Shall we do one more example?
Yes.
Right? Now, we will do different example. Do you want me to repeat, same example with a different value or a complete different scenario? Okay, let's do it. Right? Fine. I'm closing it. Control Shift P. Right? Create a Lightning Web Component, LWC underscore, right? 1302 underscore EG2 underscore loop and array 2. Loop and array 2. System has created a component array 2. I go to the JS file. Right? Now, inside this JS file, let me go ahead and declare a simple value. Right? I will say rank or EVN num is equals to I will say 2, 8, 10, 18, 4, right? 4, right? 12, 6, what else? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, 14 is there. 14, 20, 16. This time I'm taking a number. Plus, I'm declare one more. Right? Student list. This is easy. Don't focus here. For each, right? For each, right? You'll go ahead with for each for item, or you can go with for iterator. Perfect. Focus on the student. How I'm going to give the data in a student. Suppose your data comes in JSON format. Assume that your data comes in a JSON format. Name equals to Rupam. Right? Comma. Right? Age or age. Right? Age 36. Excuse me. Sorry. Right? Age equals to 36. Comma. City, Hyderabad, comma, salary 25.50. How will you read this data? It's single information about Rupam. It's not a multiple data, guys. It's a single data. It's a single data, right? How will you read this data in LWC is a question. Student looks to be a complex JSON data. It looks to be in a JSON format, right? Different scenario I'm giving now. Both scenario I'm placing here so that you'll get little stronger. Now let's go ahead. First one, simple scenario, the one where we have even number. Lightning card. Title. SIMPL is simple ARRAY, array. First one is simple array scenario. What we'll do? Easy, you choose anything, I don't mind. TMPLAT, template. Press enter. Inside the template, for each, where is the value? For each, value is EVN num. So this is the source for item. Each will be called as EV. Now you want to display EV. For that you write a paragraph tag. Paragraph. Display what? Display EV. It wants a key. Key equals to EV. Over. In a lightning card, I just put a simple way of reading and write array data type. Control S, Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Same thing. Can I do it for cities also? I'm just getting a divider. Sorry, same thing. Can I do for iterator also? Same command I'll write again. Template. Right? Iterator. I'm doing it for the second time, guys, for you. Iterator item equals to, here we will give even number. Next, P, paragraph tag. I want to display the value. How to display value? Item.value. Item.value. You have to give a key. Key equals to, here also item.value. This is you do. I have given you both. Both I have given you. With a simple one, simple array, we'll do the next card with a complex array. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy this as a source org. I'm deploying it. Perfect. I copy the name. Copy. Come here. Change it. Put the name. Control S. Click on update preview. Come and see. Till here, it should be fine. 284, the way you gave it, the same way it gave back. Whether it's a number, whether it's a text, anything, you can go ahead and you can display. Simple one. Now the next one we will do, the complex. Now the next one we are doing. Next one I'm doing. Right? Lightning. Card. Title equals to complex. JSON. Complex JSON array. Complex JSON data. How to read. Keep watching how to read this. Right? Whenever you want to read such complex data, this is a simple data because there is only one information. It is only about one person. It is only about one person. In such case, you go ahead, right? You go ahead and you put how? Directly use it. STUDENT, student name. You want to write, you want to use what? Variable dot key. Variable is student. Variable is student. Dot key. What is the key? Key is name. System takes automatically. Next, student age. Variable is student. Dot key. Key is age. Case sensitive, guys. See, it is giving you name string, age number, city string, salary number. System will automatically read the data, guys. You don't need to declare a data type in LWC. Right, age. Dot age. Next, student. Student, city. Right, how will you declare? Variable. Variable name is student. Dot key. Key is city. Whenever you call the key, system pulls the value. Next, student. Salary. Key. Salary. Variable name, student. Over. After each one of them, I'll give a paragraph tag. P. Control C. Control V. Control V. Control V. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. Perfect. Go ahead, refresh our output. Student name Rupam, student age 36, student city Hyderabad, student salary this. See, we were able to read the data from JSON. Now, I will make your life more complicated and I'll give you as a homework. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Students, there's one more variable. equals to more than one. First student, this is the first student data, comma, second student data, comma, third, comma, fourth, comma, fifth. Second one, right? SHRAVYA, Shravya. Age 22. City, right? HYD. Salary 35,000. Next, age, name, right? Name, Kautalya. Age 24. City, null. Is not given a city. 45,000. Next, name, Manoj Kumar. Age 25. Salary 75. City, CHENNI. Chennai. Name, right? Sai. Age 23. City, Bangalore. Salary 15. Now tell me, how will you read this data? How many of you are confident that you can give me the output?
Yeah, we will wrap everything, whatever you created in the HTML session.
In for each loop, we put students and then same, uh, we can
Same
use
thing.
student dot name.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Correct. Whatever I did, same thing you'll do. Right? Try this today. If not, I've kept the placeholder ready. My data is ready. Tomorrow I just need to write a loop. That's it. Do this today with iterator as well as for each. Both. I'm copying the data. I'm pasting it in the chat window. Here's the data available. Read the data and do it. Right? Guys, looks like I'm still in the basic classes. We are in the second week of LWC and we are still, right, brushing the basics. How to declare an array data type, how to go ahead and handle an array data type, right? We are on this, right? Today is the last class of basic. Tomorrow onwards, your core concepts will start. Core concepts. We'll start with your LDS concepts tomorrow. Your core concepts will start. Right? So let's complete it quickly. Right? Till here, everyone is good. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Yeah, yeah, I have one question.
Tell me.
Suppose there is any event on this for each item, there is any event, and there is some change in the value of the student name. So will that be reflected on
Yes.
HTML?
Yes. It will be
Okay.
reflected. Subject is that you have to use @track. Track.
Okay.
Whenever you use @track, you have to use track on the line number 1. Any live changes has to be declared with @track. What does the track does? It keeps tracking the data, the changes in the data. some change, one event happened somewhere. Somebody gave just a scenario. And with that event, the data got changed. Will this reflect in my page? Yes. You declare it as a track. Right? No problem. I
Alright.
can declare all of them at the rate track. At the rate track. At the rate track. Fine. Control S. Because currently the data is not changing, so it's working absolutely fine. But whenever you want to track the change of the data happens, you will be using at the rate track. At the rate track. Whenever you use at the rate track, on the top at the line number 1, you have to import track. Anything that you use, any methods, right, any function, any interface that you would like to use, the first thing is that you have to import those. After importing only, you can use in your LWC program. I want to keep tracking this data. So I have to call the track. The track method is already predefined. Hence I have to call and I have to use it. So at the rate track. Now to answer your question, this is okay. Perfectly fine. Clear? Anybody has any other questions?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Does too many tracks will put burden on the LWC?
Obviously, yes. Answer is yes. Wherever not required, don't track it. That's the reason I was avoiding the track. Performance would be impacted. Whichever data you think it will be changing, declare only those with a track. Remaining, don't track it. Done. Control S. Any other questions? Perfect. Perfect. Now let's get on to the next topic. Right. The next topic is, right, where is the fourth LWC bundle? I see the first one HTML. I see the JS Java. I see Meta XML. Where is the fourth one? Dot style. Let's complete. I told you in LWC bundle, the bundle consists of four elements. It consists of 4 elements. HTML element, JavaScript or the module, right? The module element, and this is the target element. Meta, JS Meta XML. Where is the fourth element called style? Let's do this. Right? I close everything. Control Shift P. Create a Lightning Web Component. LWC underscore 1302 underscore example 3 underscore style style. Let's complete this and then we will jump to the core concept. So I'm in the example 3 style. But where is the style is the question. We'll come there. Let's assume that there are 2 elements. LIGHT, NING lightning. Oh, sorry. Card. Title. To implement style in LWC. Let's assume inside this I have a lightning input. Lightning input. Label equals to enter name. Type equals to What type of data I'm taking? Text. Anything else? We don't need. That's okay. Right? Now, outside the card, I'm declaring a div. Div will give a division, same as card. In HTML, it is called div. In Lightning, we call them as card. Both are same actually for me. It will create a division in the page. Right? I will say this is division division. Right? Is name. Do you want me to complete this program? Right? Okay, first let us see the design. Let's then. Now I want to put a color. In this input box, I want to put a color. Where should I put the color? There are two types of style supported. First one is called inline. First one is called inline. First one is called inline. Style. Style equals to. Now go to your Google as usual. CSS W3 School. Background equals to blue. Let's see whether it works or not. Style. See, light blue. Why light blue? Yellow. See, yellow. It's showing you like this. Next, color. 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 Color equals to. See, system has started suggesting you. Right? Color equals to fire brick. I don't know what is that fire brick. Okay. Font size. Font. Font size. Font size equals to 40 pixels will be too much. I'll say 25 pixel. Control S. Control Shift P. Deploy this to the source org. See what I did? Okay, sorry. Oh, perfect. Now I copy the name. Control C. Come here. I paste it. Control S. Update the preview. Right? Enter the name. Can you see? Background color is yellow. Font color is this. Now I will show you a surprise. As per LWC, this is not supported. Lightning Web Component. Right? I go to the LWC documentation. Here is the complete LWC documentation. Right? This is what we'll be doing. Everything here we'll be doing. Now we are here, by the way, just to let you know, creating an LWC component. This is your LWC dictionary, programming dictionary. Here's a CSS, right? This is the topic. Where are we in? You need not to come here. Don't worry about it. Right? Just to let everyone know that this is your Lightning Web Component Development Guide. Only this much. These topics will cover one by one. Even if you come and you read in this topic, right, you will not be able to understand. Right? These programmings are not appropriate. Even if you copy the program, it will not work. Right? Most of the program will work, couple of them will not work. So need not to come here. Right? Just to show you. By the way, as I told you, I'll show you a surprise. What was the surprise? Style is not supported by LWC component. So I'll say LIGHT, Lightning Component Reference. We used to come here for, you remember, we used to come here for what? For all the Lightning components. See, it's an Aura component. No, we are not in Aura. We are in, right? Where are we in? We are not in Aura. Remember that. Don't come to the Aura. Right? We are in Lightning Web Component. Expand this. Where am I? I'm in input. Input. This is the one that I've taken. I go to the specification. In the specification, do you see anywhere style? Do you see anywhere style? Over. Lightning input, name equals to this. Minimum length equals to 5. That means people can enter only 5. Minimum, right? Only for the numbers. With numbers, minimum number, maximum number, only for number we use this. Right? Maximum, only for number we use it. Label, we are just using it. Right? See, show me, where is the style here? As per the LWC documentation, style is not supported. In Lightning input, there's a variant, right? But see that I'm using style. I'm using label, type, variant, but I'm using style. As per Lightning documentation, style is not supported. But in LWC, I'm using it. It works, right? Style is an upcoming feature in LWC. It's not there in the documentation. None of the component will have a style. Any component you take, Lightning input, Lightning button, Lightning card you take, it will not have a style. But however, style supports in LWC. These are called inline. These are called inline. This is an inline. Lightning card implements style in LWC hyphen inline. Inline style. As per Salesforce documentation, inline styles are not supported by LWC. But in reality, it is supported. Understood? Yes, everyone? Now, what does the Salesforce documentation says? Salesforce documentation says that, right, it supports class. Class. Class equals to, let me go ahead, right? Let us go ahead and see. See, in input, I don't have a class also. Class is not there. Class is not there, see. Take any component. Let us take Lightning card. I'm going to the Salesforce LWC documentation. It's a LWC, Lightning Web Component card. Right? I go to the specification. Card support only 3. Icon, title, variant. That's it. Nothing more than that. Right? Right? Card support only 3. Card support title, card support action, right? But it doesn't have a style. See, it doesn't have a style. Clear? By the way, I forgot one homework in the last class. In a lightning, you have aura set. Attribute equals to action. Automatically the button goes to the action area. Attribute equals to footer. Automatically the button goes to the footer area. How can you place a button here? How can you put a button in a lightning card in an action area? Is another homework today. With me, what I'm saying? Yes or no? Everybody able to understand? There's a card. Inside the card, I'll have a button. But I want the button to be an action area. What will I do? Is a question. I have a card. In the card, there's a button. Let's assume that there is a button. Lightning button. Lightning button. Label. Right? Label equals to what? I will say label equals to submit. On click what? Call me. On click, call me. On click, call me. Now I want this button to be in an action area. That's the homework. What will you do? Able to understand? Yes or no? My requirement, everybody clear? I want to put this in action area. How will I do? Is the question. That's the second homework for the day. Find it out. Right? Now, coming here. Class equals to, I will say my box. Where will you write the class program? Right? First, copy the name of the component. Right click on the component. Click on new file. Copy the name and give a name. Right? Give a name. What is the name you'll get? Right? .css. Press enter. This is how you create a fourth element in LWC called as CSS manually. Guys, name has to be same. If the name changes, then it will not work. Now you see that my LWC bundle consists of 4 elements. Style element, template or HTML element, right? My module element, JS, JavaScript, and the target element, JS Meta XML. See, my LWC consists of 4. My LWC consists of 4. Now I come to the style. How do you write here? So it's a blank dot name that you give, my box. You will directly put dot my box. Everybody is able to understand what I'm doing? Yes or no? Guys, right? Don't worry, even it's yellow, it's a warning, it's not an error. Go and check the name. Why this meta? My box only, no? Oh, be small. My box. Now give your style here. Give your style here. right? Background. Everybody is able to understand, yes or no, right? Font size 40. Next, guys, everybody is able to understand how I'm doing? Yes or no? Nobody's answering.
Yeah, Rupam.
Color equals to pink. See, you can choose the color also, guys. Right? Oh, see, some, right? Pink. Pink. When you double click on the color, you get this pattern. Double click on this one, right? And you can choose, or a single click also works. See which color you want. This is good. Over. RBG color comes in. You place your mouse over it or click on it. It will give you the color pattern in LWC to choose the color codes. Next, what else? MAR, margin left. No need to go to WC, right? It will give you everything. It gives you in pixel. See, it gives OV max, PC points, percentage. We are habitual in giving in pixel. Margin equals to, right, 300 pixel. Margin left. Margin top. Margin top equals to 400 pixel. Next, padding equals to 20 pixel. Color equals to, system has started giving in. Select any color, place your mouse over it, place your mouse over it. Now choose the color palette. Perfect. Color. We gave a background. Color, margin, width, height. Width, width, width equals to 400 pixels. Right? Height equals to 400 pixels. Next, what is that? Width is over, height is over. Right? Border width equals to 10 pixel. See, that error is gone. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source arc. How to apply style in LWC? How to apply style in LWC? Perfect. I come here. I press enter. See? Oh, it's gone down, too much down. This is what we built just now. Margin top, I will say 200. Control S. Let me see where it is coming. I will say 500. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source arc. Right, it's still deploying, so let's wait. Right, enter. As usual, see, your lightning component comes where you have defined an inline style. We have defined with a style component. Everybody clear how to do your LWC style? Yes or no? Right? Everybody understood? Yes or no, guys? Can I give it to an element? Yes, you can. Lightning, card, title equals to style in LWC components. I will say class equals to my box. Inside this, hi, this is lightning card. Control S, Control Shift P, deploy to the source org. Right? There we go. It's deployed. Go ahead and see. Right? There's a card comes. And the card also applies the same style. Lightning card. Right? So yes, you can apply. Everybody good with the CSS? Anybody has any questions here? Basic class, guys. Any questions, please?
What is the use of, what is the meaning of shadow DOM in this template?
We'll come. Right? When we come to the events and everything, then we will talk about Shadow DOM. What is that Shadow DOM? Now I definitely cannot explain you.
Rupam, I
Right?
have a small question.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I missed it. So
Sure.
you
Go
said
ahead.
we don't have a attribute called class, right, for the lightning card.
Correct.
But
It's still not there in the official document.
okay, gotcha.
Right? Remember that in LWC, everything is beta. Right? To make you understand, Rupam, what does that mean? Right? Let me go to the migration. Let me go ahead and pick up a component for migration. Oh, I'll go for migration bundle. Right? Migration strategy. I'll show you 1 minute. Right? Okay. Wait. Wait, I'll show you what exactly I want to mean and what exactly I want to show you. Right? Migration. In the migration, aura. Pick up a component for migration. No. Migrate a bundle. Okay, there we go. This one. No. Migrate markup. Okay, let's see. right? Migrate base component. Here it is. Should be good. No, I'm still not able to see. Right, migrate. Just saying where it is. Migrate component bundle. Right, wait, I'm searching something. Okay, pick a component to migrate. These are all documentation of migration, right? Which component we can it'll give a complete list of components that we can migrate. Okay, or no, iteration, no, right? Base components, right? It should be somewhere. Base components, or this one. It should be. Yep, there we go. I got it. There are many places it will say that not yet available. See, lightning component not yet available. Lightning component not yet available. Lightning component not yet available. They are in development. Don't think that LWC is fully developed now. It is still in development. Salesforce is still building LWC, right? It's still going on. It's not 100% developed. Whichever component is developed, only those who are using it, guys. So hence, as you go forward, you will be see lot of improvement in LWC coming up. With me, LWC is not yet fully developed, guys. That's exactly what I want to show you. Wherever it supports, see, lightning button icon doesn't support icon class. It doesn't support image, it seems. See, icon class. Nothing, class is nothing but whenever we use the word class, it's for style. It's not supported. Doesn't support on click. So many limitations are there, right? Doesn't support means currently it's not supported, but work is going on. So that is right. What it support, what it doesn't support. It clearly gives. See, doesn't support custom data. So whenever you use a lightning data table, you cannot put your own data, guys. You have to use only system data, that is nothing but object data. From a table only you have to get the data. It doesn't support any custom data. See, limitations. There are a lot of limitations available here. So don't think that lightning web component is fully developed. No, right? It is, I can say 60% as of today developed. Still 40% development is blending in. When I said development, building lightning web component. We are the users of lightning web component. We are a developer who is using those components built by Salesforce and extending that component further for our requirement. Right? So there are certain things which we cannot do with lightning and lightning web component. And then you will choose Aura component. That is the class we should be having. One more last class will say when to choose Aura, when to choose LWC. You cannot build everything in LWC, guys. So don't think that I can have a 100% LWC project. No. As of today, no. Maybe in another 1.5 years or 2 years, yes. By 2023, you will have 100% LWC. As of today, it's 50 to 60% LWC. That means even it's LWC project, you will have 50% lightning components, 50% LWC component. Both can coexist in a single environment, right? Both can, that's the reason it says Aura coexistence. There's a separate topic they have created. What are the things that can coexist in a single? Can they talk to each other? Yes, I'll show you how to talk to each other. Lightning web component and Aura component can work together, but there is a limitation that you must understand. So there are so many things, so many limitations will come. It'll not work. Don't think that not working ante code, the code problem. It's not a code problem. It is the limitations from LWC only. You may write Lightning Web Component and add them to app that contains Aura component, or you can iteratively migrate on your schedule by replacing individual LWC component. One component you'll replace with whichever is available in LWC, you'll replace. In simple word, whatever is available in LWC, you will in real time you will create LWC. Whatever is not or cannot be done with LWC because they are not yet developed, you will create Lightning. That is the reason both cores are required.
Okay,
That is
Rupam,
the
I have a
reason.
small question.
Go ahead.
You
Yep.
said we can't do everything with LWC, right?
Yep.
So,
Correct.
I mean, if I get a use case to work on a component,
Mhm.
and how should I know that that particular component can be possible?
That is what my last class, where I'll go ahead and I'll teach you, right, how to choose between Aura and LWC.
No, no, I'm asking about the documentation. So, can we go through this migrate,
Yeah, I was
markup
showing you the
documentation?
documentation, right? I was showing earlier, no? Right, here it is. Lightning Web Component, right? Component right? Portability, right? Operability, or whatever you call it, operability. So this document will give you, in this document, everything is there. Which are the components which are supported? I was showing you a few minutes back, right? Here it is. This is what the, right? Wait. Aura versus Lightning Web Component, right?
Yeah, got it.
So here it is. Many of the base Lightning Web Component has same functionality and attribute as in their in Aura counterpart. Some have, right, subtle difference. Subtle differences, minute differences. For you, it might look a major. As I told you, somewhere color is not supported, somewhere color is supported. So it is this documentation which you'll be using, right? See something called beta, hook beta. Can you see beta? What is the word beta means? Right?
Not
See,
available.
not available. Now that is what we are doing. I'm showing you CSS, which is a beta. Style components using Lightning Design System style hooks beta. Right? There is no style in LWC as per documentation, as per Salesforce. But it's in a beta testing. Beta is going on. And being a beta also, I'm teaching you. Styles. Can I go ahead and connect to LWC library? Can I get icon on this? Yes, we will. You can. So these are currently net style components in LWC is a beta. Is a beta version. Right? See CSS styles. These are all are in beta. Completely they are on beta only. But being beta, I'm showing you. This is what we did today. This is what we did today. See, no support, no support, no support. You have to read. There are certain things which will not be supported. Sometimes LWC will not reflect the element, right? So they are calling it out. Scoped CSS effects, performance, right? What is the problem and everything? Everything is there in this documentation. Why it's in beta? Because there are a lot of issues in this. If you read this documentation, you'll be able to understand. That's the reason 60%, I can say only 40% is developed, 20% is beta. Total, we have 60% of LWC as of today. You are learning. I'll be teaching you out of 60%. How much are you teaching, Rupam? I'm teaching all complete 60% to you. In other words, you're learning 100% of LWC. I'm not leaving any concept in LWC, including concept called as Jest, which is still in beta. LMS, Jest, LMS, Singleton, PubSub, all these are beta concept. They are not there in the real time. But I'm keeping you feature ready in another 6-7 months when it comes, or let's say one year. Jest is about to come in a year now. Then you shouldn't, if you hear Jest, you should be in a position to say, thank you, Rupam. At least you taught us just a year back. Maybe after a year, there could be a lot of improvement in Jest, but at least you would be able to survive in Jest because you will be knowing the basic, how the Jest works, how's the LMS work, how the PubSub, the singleton works. So all these are beta, guys. If something doesn't work, don't think that it is our code failure. If something is not working after all these things, also output is not coming, don't think it's a code failure. Absolutely, it's not a code failure. There are some limitations in LWC component as of today. Most of the LWC component features are in beta testing, and hence it might not work. Clear? Yes, I just want to call this out because I told you tomorrow onwards we'll be starting LDS, Lightning LDS. That's also in beta. Right? In my class, everything will work. Don't worry. We have tested it. We know. But in case if it doesn't work, something, don't think that the class is, the code is issue or something. No. Right? You go and search the documentation. You will see that this feature is not available. It is in a beta. If you do a deep research. Okay. Perfect. Right? Clear? Everyone? What exactly what I want to convey you guys? Right? That is the reason I took you to the Salesforce LWC documentation itself to show you live from there. These are all beta. Because if I don't show the proof, you might not trust. So that's the reason, right? It's there. You do your research. You'll be able to find everything is beta. Right? Perfect. Now, we will start your LDS introduction today, and then we will continue tomorrow. Right? So put a heading called as LDS, LWC LDS. Put a heading called as LWC LDS. System. Right? Now, your complete LWC LDS is divided into two. Same there. Form-based, LDS. Number two, programming based. There are two types of LDS available in Salesforce. Form-based, program-based. Right? Form-based, program-based. In the form-based, you know that there are three forms available. What are those? Tell me. What are those?
Lightning record form.
View
What
form.
we call
Second one, edit form.
edit.
The last one, record form. There are three forms. In programming, there are two types of programming available. Imperatively, imperation programming, wire or adapter programming. Imperation programming, wire or adapter programming. Imperation programming, wire or adapter programming. There are two ways we can do that. Again, the imperation is divided into three. Right? Imperation is divided again into three. New, right? New, insert or create, insert, B, update, D, delete. Imperation has these methods, impression methods. Impression methods. Wire has two. Wire has two. Wire a property. Wire a function. This is the complete LWC LDS that you are going to learn tomorrow and next week. This is you are going to learn in tomorrow as well as in next weekend, right? You're going to learn this. Tomorrow we will start with this form based. Then we will go ahead with imperations, if possible time permits, right? And next week Saturday we'll deal with this, right? Now we still have a time, so we can go ahead and we can start the form base. Shall we? Or shall we start tomorrow? Your wish. It's a new topic, so you choose now. Shall we start today or shall we start tomorrow? Sai says tomorrow. Because if we start today, it'll be half-half. So if you say that, okay, you're good and fine with half-half because we have 25 minutes left. So by the time we write one form only, maximum one or one form or second form we can write. Shall we take it tomorrow or today? Your wish, guys. So tomorrow, right? Okay then. So today you have taken the notes. I'll be giving the notes as we go tomorrow, and we will start with form based tomorrow, LDS. Tomorrow onwards, your advanced classes starts. The form based is easy. When it comes to the programming based, it's quite difficult, especially the wire, right? So please do not bunk the classes. Make sure that you are available. Your tomorrow class timing is 8 a.m. Saturday 7:30, Sunday 8. Saturday 7:30, Sunday 8. Tomorrow is Sunday, 8 a.m. Indian Standard Time. No confusion, same link. Perfect. Anybody has any questions before we disconnect?
Rupam, we still have to discuss about decorators in an elaborated
Yeah,
way,
we'll
right?
come there. I'll come. No, don't worry about it. When the wire
And
comes, then definitely what is a wire?
yeah,
Then I have to tell you what is the wire adapter ID, what is a decorator, how do you decorate a wire with something. So that concept when it comes, then we'll deal it.
yeah, I have one more fundamental question regarding the template iteration. Can you go back to the example? I have a small
Sure,
question.
definitely. Why not? So you want me to go to the template iteration, okay?
Yeah.
Look.
So,
Correct.
so regarding the lightning card and lightning input, those are base lightning components, right, which are provided by the
Correct.
Salesforce.
Correct.
So regarding the iteration, so Salesforce hasn't provided anything like Aura iteration for
No,
iterating that. So that's why we are creating
right.
templates.
That's the reason we are using the DOM iterators.
I'm just trying to understand about the usage of template over here.
Right.
So
This is a
if
DOM. That's the reason I'm using the word called this is a DOM iterator. DOM.
okay,
DOM means HTML. HTML means document. Whenever I say DOM, DOM is document. These are DOM iterators. What is your LWC consist of? What is the framework that you're using in LWC? What is the framework? It's DOM and JavaScript
Standard.
framework. It's a DOM and JavaScript framework. Lightning is an Aura framework. Visual Classic is a Visual Force framework. Apex Pages.
yeah,
There,
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to understand. So
That
if
is
this,
exactly what I'm trying to explain. This is a
yeah,
DOM object. This is a DOM framework. That means HTML framework. Template is a part of HTML. So that we are writing everything inside a template. It's an HTML. We are not writing inside a body, right? Body is HTML, right? Body is HTML. Template is nothing but it's a DOM framework. In DOM framework, in DOM, there's a minute difference between DOM technology and HTML technology. There is a minute difference, not a minute. I can say major. I mean, not much, too much difference, right? But there are two technologies in HTML. One is the core HTML technology. The other is called DOM technology, DOM based. Based on DOM, you have XML. You might have heard XML.
yeah.
What is an XML? If somebody asks you, I am asking you straightforward. What is an XML? Tell me what is an XML. You don't have answer. You know XML. It is a language. Even I know. What type of language it is? It is a DOM based. XML is a DOM framework. JSON is a Java framework. JSON is a Java framework. JSON. Data can be in XML or it can be in JSON. XML is DOM framework. JSON is in Java framework, JavaScript framework. See? So there is a framework called as DOM, which is nothing but open framework. Which is nothing but open framework. Right? And in DOM framework, everything we put inside a template. Template means structure. Template means structure. So here you are creating an Aura iteration structure or for each structure. Tell me now.
Yeah, that is what my question is. I mean, so here we are not using any Aura iterations, right? So instead of replicating that functionality, so we are creating template inside it, right? Okay,
DOM
got it.
iterate, right? That's it. It's here there is no Aura support. Right?
Got it.
Here everything is DOM, HTML. Nothing but advanced version of HTML is called DOM. So it's a DOM framework. Right? So no Aura framework here. In LWC, LWC doesn't support Aura framework. So don't even try to write Aura. It supports only DOM framework or Java framework, JavaScript framework. Only two frameworks it will support. Two technologies it will support. It will neither support .NET, right? Nothing but .NET framework. It will not support. Right? Perfect. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah, so you have shown an example of CSS, and we create CSS file explicitly. So
Correct.
uh, there could be any issue with cross-browser scripting. I mean, in one of the browser, CSS can work. In one of
Yeah,
the browser, it
that's
doesn't.
obvious. That's traditional. That is right. That is the reason that every component says whenever you go to any website, it clearly says towards the bottom, right? Recommended browser or better viewed in Chrome, better viewed in Internet Explorer, right? Because every browser supports this Java, DOM. Every browser supports Java, DOM, and CSS framework. However, as the CSS framework is improving, coming up, few of the browsers supports CSV, but right, iteratively. That means in a different way. If I open the page in Chrome, it'll look different. Same page or a same component, if I open in Internet Explorer, it'll look different. Or it will say, sorry, in this version of Internet Explorer doesn't support. So yes, that's always there. Not with this, any technology. Finally, it is the browser which has to read it, right? So browser should have that framework. If you don't have that framework in the browser and you do a programming, then it will not come up. So every browser has to embed CSS. Every browser is embedded with DOM. Every browser is embedded with Java framework, JavaScript framework, JS framework, I will say. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
welcome. Any other questions? Right. So that's it for today. We will stop here. We will meet again tomorrow at same time and the same link. Right. Tomorrow, same time, when I say it's 8 a.m. So till then, thank you. And we will start our LWC LDS from tomorrow. Practice these. Definitely I want you to go ahead and review these videos and practice this so that you get a lot of hands on this, because these are basics, and tomorrow onwards will be no more on basics. Right. So thank you guys. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.